Hello, welcome back to our 5th episode of Two Grumpy 20-something. Last week we looked at commuting and annoying people. Oh yeah, Forbes, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you, Michael. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good, that's good
week?
to hear. Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah?
Hasn't been too bad. Feels like it's a long time since we recorded the last episode.
Yeah, it feels it.
Yeah.
I've been working a lot though.
I've been out of sync.
Finally day off, and here I am.
Yeah. I don't mean out of sync as in I live in a sink, like a kitchen sink, and I'm out of it. It's in sync in sort of the way that my routine's been thrown out by the episodes that we made. Whatever.
But at least when you wake up you can have a bath straight away.
What, if you live in the sink?
Live in the sink, yeah.
Yeah, I suppose you could, couldn't you?
Turn that on.
It's what I like about you. There's always a benefit from being underprivileged, I suppose, in that respect.
Yeah, my many days in the bathtub.
Yeah, all right. What's the latest episode on?
Well, the last 2 episodes, I've been contacted by viewers about a question. Basically, last time you talked about something on Facebook. Episode 3, you talked about something on Facebook.
Yeah.
About numbers and how you'd be bewildered by it. You didn't know what it was. Say like 12 and proud and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Have you been contacted by viewers to explain this, or do you still not know?
Still a secret to me.
Yeah.
I think they're all against me.
Yeah.
Is what I think. I think that they're just not telling me. Everyone else knows.
We was contacted about the seagulls, weren't we?
The seagulls, yeah.
Yeah, I was explained that, but not this.
No. So I feel that maybe there's a gap here where people should be perhaps getting in contact and telling us what actually it is.
Yeah.
There's one last episode left of this series, so you might get a shout out. Who knows? There's no prize, but the prize is self-respect.
Well, the privilege should be mentioned. I find is the prize for it.
Okay. Prizes, privileges, and prizes. This is good. I like it. There's a book there somewhere. Okay.
Speaking of which, I want to apologise for episode 3 and the sound. I like to explain when we do this. We don't do takes. We don't re-listen. We just do one take and then we put it out there. So we didn't know about the sound, did we?
No. Not even really when we listen back to it, to be honest.
No.
That's odd. I blame YouTube, but whatever.
Yeah, YouTube.
That's okay. Anyway, what's this episode about, Michael?
Well, moving on to this episode, folks.
Okay.
Lots of times before you mentioned fame, you said you wanted to do it on a later episode, but I feel now is the time.
Okay.
Now is the time.
The penultimate episode, right? Okay.
Yeah, let's talk about celebrities. Let's talk about being famous.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm sort of glad that we decided to cover celebrities, to be honest. I felt that we could get some serious traction from looking deeper into the world of the limelight.
Yeah.
So, are you going to go first with this, or am I going to go first? What do you reckon?
Well, I feel you got something to say. I can see it in your face.
I do.
I can see your eyes moving about.
Again, it's audio, so you can't see this, but Michael, who's right in front of me, beer in his hand.
Itching he is. You can't see how far the edge of the seat he is.
That's fine. I mean, you have a little comfortable swig on that beer of yours, and I'll start explaining my viewpoint of Brooklyn beer.
Well, I'll try to do it as silent as possible when I'm drinking this beer, because last time I kind of heard you chugging on the old nozzle with the bottle there.
Yeah, you can hear me from every now and again, sort of having a little swig on a cheeky bottle of Stella.
Breathing down a nozzle before you take your sip of cold beer.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I'm personally an advocate for Stella Artois. After the episode, I beat the shit out of Mike. Might happen again this episode. Anyway.
Hopefully it tickled last time.
Right, okay. So, I really want to move with celebrities towards adverts for a minute, if we could. Now, I don't really watch a massive amount of television, so I'll only really watch it select pockets in the evening.
Right.
For example, when I first get home at night, the TV will go on, and you have a set demographic adverts that time of night.
Yeah.
Now, one that hasn't escaped my attention at all, that I keep coming back to, is the latest yogurt adverts.
Right.
Okay. So if we take ourselves back some time ago, we had an advert that was featuring Nicole Scherzenberger, or whatever she's called, getting her rocks off with a Muller corner. Right? So I can only imagine all the moaning and groaning that when she was shoving it down her gullet. I reckon Lewis Hamilton, racing car driver, used to go out with Scherzenberger, blah, blah, blah.
Right, okay.
Right. He must have thought it was part of the iCloud leaking scandal You know, with her moaning and groaning on the. I can only imagine he's probably making his dinner or whatever. And he's like, "The fuck's that? Nicole in the house?" And he's gone running across, skid across his parquet floor, right? And then he's like, "Christ, no, it's just her reaching an all-time low, getting off of a yogurt." Do you know what I mean? And the thing is, you would think that's bad, wouldn't you? You would think that Muller advert is quite bad in the sense that it's over-sexualising yogurts. Let's put it no other way, right? A lovely pot of skeet.
Skeet.
But then... but moving forward, with the Olympics being on now, Muller have hit an all-time low now. I don't know whether you've seen it, but Chris Akabusi is featured on the latest Muller adverts. Right. So the opening line is just comedy gold for all the wrong reasons. Basically, it goes on something along the lines of, "I've never won gold at Olympics, but you can with selected Muller yogurts." I'd honestly forgotten about him until. To
be honest, I've forgotten about him until you just said it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
He
was alive.
Had his little catchphrase, and he's wearing a tutu with a wand in the advert. And you've got to ask yourself, how much of a fall from grace have you got to take before you get to the point where you're like, yes, this is my comeback gig.
Wow. I mean, I would do anything for the sense of comedy. But I won't lower myself that much just for a bit of dollar.
Yeah.
How can you?
Can you imagine having to say that?
I've got his best suit, turned up at the studio, right, where we're doing this. Well, you've got to put this on first. What? Well, you don't get paid. Okay, I'll put on that.
I'll put the tutu on.
I'll put the tutu on.
Yeah. And don't forget the wand. Do I have to do the wand? Like,
I've not even wrote your cheque yet, so you want that signature, grab that wand.
At the minute?
Yeah, of course, there it is.
Blank.
I'm not going to let it go.
Blank paycheck at the moment, so... You take the tutu, added bunts for the wand as well. And he's like, "Oh, I'm going to have to do it. I'm skint. I'm absolutely skint."
At least I'll get 20 grand for this.
Yeah.
Watch them check for £1,000. But what? I thought it was 20. No, it's £1,000.
No.
Well, I'm not doing it. You've already done it, so you either want the money
or you don't.
I'll take the money.
But the advert said it was 20 grand. But well, we weren't expecting the side order of attitude when you came into the studio today. So if you'd shut your mouth and done the job and not wasted time here, you could have got your 20 grand paycheck for this. And he's probably thinking, "Christ, I can't. I haven't been invited back to the Olympics since."
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a presenter, but they got somebody else.
And I can only think in his head, he's thinking, "I'm too old for the Olympics now." Yeah, but no, you've got Jo Pavey, who's 42, right? And she's still running, right? And still competitive in her events as well. So Chris can't be far off that. Maybe like slightly north of it, but could probably still be competitive. He needs to start thinking outside the box, really.
Yeah.
Or the Muller corner.
No, I suppose the tutu and the wand.
That's his gig, isn't it? That's his career done.
Yeah.
Absolutely done. And I just, when the advert came on, I thought to myself, that man's career is dead. Absolutely dead.
Yeah.
I feel that maybe one of the points I'm going to bring up a little later on in this episode, mine might be too, but whatever. We'll get to that bridge when we come to it. That's fine. Getting to bridges, burning bridges. Who built the bridges? Who knows? Jeff Bridges. Not Jeff Bridges. He didn't build bridges.
No, he might have built a bridge.
Definitely.
I reckon he's good with his hands.
Yeah. In, the discs of Tron.
Yeah. Well, I guess moving on. I always feel we talk about Ricky Gervais. Do we feel we talk?
I don't talk about it. You talk about Ricky Gervais a lot.
Well,
you talk about Ricky Gervais. What do you feel? You want to kiss him?
I kind of do, yeah.
You want to kiss Ricky Gervais?
Well, I want to give him a hug. Just say,
would he be up for
thanks
that?
for the comedy. I don't care.
You don't care. You would cuddle rape him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll get him from behind.
Without consent.
Yeah, I'll get him from behind.
Yeah. You take him from behind.
I'll grab that back.
Yeah.
I'll whisper in his ear.
Would you be like the moving back to another advert, the hug in the mug? Remember when he used to run along the floor and shit? You'd be like, "Oh, what the fuck's this coming towards me?" And it'd leap up, and then all of a sudden it would cuddle. The people that had their cup of soup. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah. Remember that? You like your adverts, don't you?
I do.
Best advert we ever saw. It's got to be the AA advert.
Oh, I love that AA advert. Anyone that's not aware of the AA adverts, probably back in the late 90s. Picture the scene, if you will. You had this young fella, my lad, whose car had broken down at the side of the road. The weather's maybe not too clement.
Looking at the engine like, this is a puzzle to me.
It rubs his hands down his brand new jeans, and that's where that's where it comes in. Oh, had I not spent £40 on these jeans and gone with an AA membership instead? And then like you get the van that pulls up alongside White Van Man, not Will Mellor's thing. This years before this. If anyone remembers White Van Man, the comedy show, not a lot of people do. Anyway, no. White Van Man pulls up and he's like, "Need a hand, mate?" And he's like, "Oh yes, please." Like, "Call the AA then." He drives off. Drives off.
Oh, best ever. Best ever.
Brilliant. I love the parodies of it on YouTube as well. You have people, members of the public, that will parody the advert. Keep that up. That's good work. I like watching that. You'll get a like from me instantaneously, guaranteed. Like for like. Like me, like you back. Okay? If you don't like what I'm doing, then I won't like yours. It's as simple as that, okay? Yeah. Learning Gremlin advert.
Yeah.
Another
that was,
one.
Warwick Davis, that was.
Yeah, it was little Warwick Davis. Where he's something a little sinister about his character in those adverts, isn't it? Especially the one with the woman, where she goes to pick the phone up and he puts his hand down to stop her picking up the phone and runs his hand.
Yeah, just as he's pulling away.
Caresses across. There's an undercurrent of sexual exploitation.
Yeah, we've always made stories out of things, haven't we?
Yeah.
Even something as simple as an advert. How she's locked bounds to a house she cannot leave because of his gremlin. You know, he can do what he likes to her. Sort of thing. She just wants to learn some maths and he's not letting it.
No. And that isn't as bad
as a cup of tea.
As the story gets, I should imagine. I think that's probably just a snippet that is shown. Nightmare Spouses, I think, is probably the full TV programme, and they showed Learning Gremlin with presumably his wife, and that's just what they want you to see. Mm-hmm. You wait till the cameras are off. Still, rest in peace, woman from the advert. Right.
I mean, when we talk about famous people, we're covering a lot of subjects here, aren't we? A lot. I mean, everything can be famous nowadays.
Massive encompass, isn't it? Yeah.
I mean, you've got something as simple as reality TV, which I despise. It is the shittest muck on television.
Good.
Hate it. Absolutely hate it. Mm-hmm. I can withstand some programmes. I used to watch EastEnders. I'm not ashamed. Went off it when Grant left, I left. I went with him. Portugal.
You were in it?
No, I was... I like to say I was an extra, but people would keep checking it now, wouldn't they? Reruns, like, he's not in it.
If you can't review old EastEnders episodes, the Christmas special episode 2001, if you look in the Queen Vic, you'll see Mike sat on one of the tables there. I think Dirty Den throws a punch at Peggy, and Mike said, "Ooh, ooh."
Yeah, knocked over my table and point everywhere. A pint.
Of course, anyone that's good at maths at this point will probably realise that there was a crime committed in 2001 if he was drinking a pint in the pub. But it's Walford, not Plymouth. Get away with it. Right, reality TV. Sorry, I'm digressing massively on the point. Just spiralling out of control. The reality TV.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Awful. Do you watch it?
No, I don't. But I do have a massive question of reality TV. I'll tell you one person I didn't get in reality TV is Bruce Jenner. Right? I had to Wikipedia him, okay? So what turns out is that he did a bit of running back in the 70s. Bit of running, bit of jumping, triathlete. Right, I think they call it. But I'm glad I did look at Wikipedia, to be honest, because when I did look, I think I got the timing just right. Because now, whenever I look at it, it seems just his wife Caitlin seems to come up all the time. I don't even. It's almost like the man just disappeared. She seems to be far more famous than him now. Got her own reality TV, closely associated with the Kardashians and other little Jenners and stuff. But I don't know where the dad went. That's all. Right. So I was confused. I was confused. I was absolutely confused by it. I get confused by Made in Chelsea as well. bearing in mind that whenever I go on the Daily Mail website, there'll be something to do with MICs, something or other. I'm like, well, they're not ours. They're not our actors. So I get very confused. MIC films, MICs.
See, things like Made in Chelsea, I thought it was a joke. I thought people were watching cunts.
Oh, it is.
I thought that was made for, like, you know, a bunch of television people. It's like, yeah, let's just film these cunts, you know. And I ask people that watch it are interested. It's like, oh, cunts tonight. They're like, no, I really like it. So obviously, it's not made for that. It's just how I feel.
So you were hoping to see them on Pornhub or something like that, was it?
Yeah,
is that what it was? Right, yeah. No, I can see certainly the confusion there.
Yeah, I thought it was all part of comedy. Just watching people just be like that.
And The Only Way is Essex is another one, isn't it? I don't quite understand.
I thought that was the same.
No,
because obviously it's two different.
Essex,
yeah.
Chelsea. That's
So I don't know which one I watched now.
I haven't watched any of them, to be honest. I know that
I want to see what people was on about.
I don't know which one Charlotte Crosby came from, because she appears a lot in the news recently, especially with her ever-changing image. I actually find her really hot. I don't know what she was in. I've never watched it, but I've just seen her pop up every now and again on, you know, news sites and stuff like that. And I think, yeah, she's actually really attractive. She's probably not the most intelligent cookie.
What does she do then?
She was a reality TV star.
Right, what does she do?
I don't know what she does now. She's probably out of work by now, but...
So don't they actually do anything, do they? They don't act, obviously.
No, I think some of them do want to sort of break into acting careers, don't they?
Right.
But doesn't that break down the fourth wall then? Because the people you have that are supposedly reality TV stars moving into actual fiction is odd. Very odd, because then doesn't that denote...
It's like having TV presenters as actors.
Yeah.
Because they're not acting, they're just, presenting a show, game show, whatever.
Yeah. We don't see Noel Edmonds turning up in, you know, Dawn of the Dead or something, do you?
No,
you know?
no Edmonds.
Don't see him. Don't see Dale Winton being in anything other than Supermarket Sweep.
Well, you know, Tom Skate Hearts. I mean...
Got to keep himself in fake time.
Yeah, if he could be a tutu on an advert, I'm sure he'll start in any programme.
Dale Winton used to like doing the lottery stuff, though, didn't he, back in the day?
I think he still does that, doesn't he?
Yeah, handling balls and stuff.
Yeah, he loves the balls.
Yeah, he does. That's it.
He never owned a pool.
Wouldn't know who the hell you're referring to there, but... Very more.
Speaking of Noel Edmonds, though, I'm glad you brought him up.
Oh, right, okay. You got something to say about old Noel, have you?
I will in a bit.
With,
put a pin in him for now.
Be careful with the pin.
Okay.
If he's got his mate with him, Mr. Blobby, could deflate him. Or Noel's head. Awfully big.
Right, so let's do a little bit of television.
Okay.
Right.
I love the hand action now. Let's do a bit of television.
We briefly met each other about this programme, but we never actually discussed it. I want to discuss it with you now.
What programme?
Top Gear.
Top Gear.
Top Gear.
Oh, God.
I think we've got slightly different views on
Top
it.
Gear. Yeah, go on.
Right. That was... I'll go from the first episode. First episode comes on. You've got to see it, obviously. Got the two combinations of Joey from Friends. Remember that show? Friends?
No, I don't remember it.
No, you won't know who it is then. Chris Evans.
What have they got?
Ginger.
Fantastic Four. No, Captain America.
Captain America. The ginger version.
It's not the same guy, is it? So, which one was in Fantastic Four? What are you laughing at? Which one's in Fantastic Four?
Chris Evans.
And which one is in Captain America?
Chris Evans.
And he's in Top Gear as well?
And he's in Top Gear as well, yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
So isn't that some sort
of... quite... You know, he's quite into being on TV. He wants to do it all.
What about his contractual obligations?
I don't know. He's Captain America. Do what he wants.
Who's he in Fantastic Four then?
The Flame Boy.
Flame Man.
Flame Man.
Matchstick Man. Okay.
Right. I kind of like the show. Did you like it?
What, the new series?
Yeah, new series. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was far superior to certainly the late Clarkson generation of Top Gear.
Don't get me wrong. I did enjoy it when they were on Top Gear, but there's always been a different presenter. They're not the only ones that's done that.
Yeah.
There's a massive list of ex-presenters.
Oh, so you're actually referring to the uproar when Clarkson was sacked from Top Gear, right, with the people.
Yeah. But I want to talk about the series as well. I want to mash them both in, So I'm kind of glad they left. Gives other people a chance to get into it.
Yeah.
I think Chris Evans is a big mistake. Well, I can't stand him.
It would appear that everyone thought that.
He just shouts.
He's
shouting. He's so excited to be there. He's just like, calm the fuck down.
Yeah, and Matt LeBlanc was probably like, what are you shouting for?
Yeah, Matt LaTribbiani, he was... At first, he was a bit boring, He was... oh, come on, shut the fuck up. But when he was off screen, Chris Evans, he was quite upbeat, he was quite funny, so I think Chris he had to go.
I must admit, when he was looking at the June buggy in the first couple of episodes, I think it was like maybe second episode in, and he was saying how dusty it is, and it weighs as much as Grandma's chicken salad.
Did he say that?
No, he didn't.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm sort of mashing Joey Tribbiani up there a little bit.
So I think good idea was Joey. I think they should bring back Noel Edmonds.
Noel Edmonds.
That's where I was going with it.
Yeah, back in the 70s. Noel Edmonds.
I don't see why you can't. I mean, Jeremy Clarkson's old as balls.
He really is.
So Noel Edmonds hasn't passed his time yet.
Did you know?
I love those shouts on him.
Do you know that Clarkson is only actually like 54?
Wow, he looks haggard.
He looks really haggard.
Fuck.
My dad is 10 years older than me. He looks older than my dad.
I saw his latest tweet about you don't have to have A levels for
life.
My God,
I saw that.
Use fine. He's on some super yacht, but he looks like a fucking prune.
Yeah, absolutely. And I imagine probably the catering assistant got thrown overboard.
Yeah, he's not going to last that
Yeah.
that long with all these yachts and stuff.
I don't understand it, because the man's incapable of making his own meal, so it's probably best that he's somewhere where he can get a hot meal. And don't talk to me about those other two fucking prats as well. The ones that decided to make a stand and leave Top Gear to follow with Clarkson. Yeah, they only followed because without him they're nothing at all.
Do you know what I thought the small one was going to do? Like I thought, the small one. What was his name? Hammond. I thought, like, you know, them two kind of go, yeah, fuck his show, fuck BBC, walk off. He's like, yeah, I'm right behind you, yeah. And then he signs up to be the main presenter.
Yeah.
You know? That's what I was expecting.
You would think that he looks like the type that would have pulled the rug out from
like,
the eyes.
Yeah, he's going, so have I got the job now? Brilliant.
Yeah.
Who's the underdog on this?
And the other one, you know, the foppy man. With his, you know,
mop head.
Yeah. Mop boy.
Mop boy.
Yeah, he had no choice, did he? Because he's probably thinking, I'm even older than Clarkson, and I don't relate to any of the younger, lager-swilling generation of the UK. The older generation love James May, don't they? They absolutely love him, which is fair enough, and he is a very talented act when he's on his own. But when... It's like getting three schoolmates together with those three, and then they decide to misbehave. I can only imagine...
Well, two schoolmates and somebody's son.
Yeah.
You know, he can't get his own mate, so he hangs on with the old crowd.
This is my young cousin. I can only imagine Head of the Beep was probably like, got them in the office like, Jeremy, last week you were brilliant on Have I Got News For You? Why are you being like this now? And then they've got their little pipe with their little ball of like spittle in it, and then they're shooting out from the straw at people. And they're loving it. And he's like, right, okay, you're fucking fired, get out. And then Clarkson leaves the room, and James May like, don't know why you're sitting there, you're fucking fired, but get out.
Yeah.
Get out.
And he probably didn't follow, he probably just got sacked, like, you're nothing without Clarkson, just get out.
He's like, you're right, I'm not, and just leaves. So he has to concede defeat there. Well, it was crazy. Top Gear, I just don't... I hated the Clarkson era of Top Gear.
Yeah?
Yeah, Generation 2 of Top Gear.
Do you, if you ever go back to the episodes as well, the start of it, he was getting like best comedy and stuff like that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That for good reason.
Yeah.
They were being funny.
Yeah.
They really was.
And then...
Because it wasn't acted, it wasn't script. They were actually being funny, people was like, funny, and then they took it on board too much.
And they were probably, in the end, about as funny as going 60 miles an hour with a flat tyre.
Yeah.
That's how funny they were. And
they were putting it on. And when you see it
And
put on like that,
stupid, wasn't it? They're like, this week in Top Gear, we've got the brand new Range Rover Vogue, which we're driving in Antarctica. You're like, why are you doing that?
Yeah.
Drive it in the UK, where your demographic will end up buying it. Oh no, because you don't care about the people that are buying those fucking vehicles.
No.
And do those people even watch it?
I think that's lowering yourself as well, isn't it? Like, producers tell them to go somewhere where they can fucking freeze to death to drive a car.
And that's the only reason why I watched it, for the vain hope that all three of them would perish. But alas, they didn't, and they just kept coming back, and coming back. Like Big Brother.
Oh, Big Brother, don't even talk about that. I'm not going to talk about that.
I tell you what.
It's just shit. It's absolute shit. Can't stand it.
Yeah? Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, I do want to talk about
Okay.
it. Why would you watch people just sitting around doing fuck all? And they get me... Oh, and celebrity ones, that really pissed me off. I don't know any of the cunts. Celebrity Big Brother, who are these?
I prefer the celebrity... if I was going to watch one, I would watch the celebrity one over the normal one, because at least the celebrities aren't fornicating with each other. That's what it's become now.
Yeah.
It's hamsters in a cage, banging.
But the only reason they go on the show is because they want their face out there. They want people to recognise them for doing nothing. No talent whatsoever, by the way. No fucking talent. And they just want to be on TV. And they think, oh, you what? I don't think they're actually going to know who I am after I leave here. So I'm just going to fuck this guy, even though I've got a boyfriend at home, just for a story.
I remember in the earlier series of Big Brother, you had the one with the... Do you remember the one that used to wear like the hat with the list? Not the Tourette's. Do you remember him?
Maybe.
He got like sort of a TV deal for about 3 or 4 months. Then you had Federico from Big Brother.
Oh, big teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember him now. Yeah.
And then you had Brian Downer, whatever he was called, Downs. And remember, he got a television deal for like, and they thought he was going to be like the new Dale Winton, not because of his sexuality. It was more of how flamboyant he was on a TV screen. Yeah. He only lasted for like 12 months and disappeared off the face of the planet. If you want a real laugh...
They should disappear, though. They should disappear. They shouldn't always be in my face.
But at least these people weren't, like, banging on screen.
Yeah.
Someone getting a bit of booby out, just... Oh, I'm famous now.
Yeah.
Apart from that one...
You know that
year,
people are watching you.
Do you remember that one year we put the bottle insertion? That was
up
odd.
to the fucking label.
Yeah. She's not around anymore, I imagine. Probably she's dead because she probably bled out because a bottle burst inside her noonie.
Yeah, she was bottled.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've had a hard time keeping up with celebrities in recent years.
I feel celebrity... Oh, go on, mate. You was about to say
something.
No.
You can't, I feel that it's going to be back on the Big Brother thing, wasn't it?
No. I want to stay clear of that. I'm just going to keep on... Are you done with it?
You've detoxed?
Yeah.
You detoxed?
I really have, yeah.
Alright, well, in which case, I've grown fond of some celebrities that I've discovered over recent years. But then there's also some that I've got no fucking idea who the hell they are still. Yeah.
But people look up to them.
Well, yeah, and I think, in some respects, why are they even famous?
Yeah.
Why are these people famous? There's one, for example, Pippa Middleton. Right? Now, you're looking at me blankly, for good reason. For good reason, Pippa Middleton. The pennies just dropped for you.
I think so, yeah.
Right? Okay, so... Who in the fucking shit is she? I can only gather that she is some kind of relation to the frump that's married to one of those royal boys.
Oh, wait, she's not. Right, okay.
Right? But Jesus H. Christ, the Daily Mail, again, just bang on about this bit as if she's done something worthwhile. From what I gather, she's like one of them other two from Destiny's Child. You get what I'm saying, don't you? She ain't no Beyonce, right? So speaking of which... I would recommend to all listeners to check out Beyonce's Wikipedia entry. Pretty sure the photo they used, some Moose's knuckles going on. You know what I'm saying? You know, maybe it's cruel. And maybe I'm being cruel saying, yeah, Pippa Middleton wouldn't even get close to being as famous as worthwhile as anyone in Destiny's Child, to be honest. You know, more like the Supremes, if anything.
What's she do?
They call it socialite. She is a professional socialite. How's that even worthy of fame?
How was that a job?
I know.
How do you put that on your CV?
Is that like a wedding crasher? You just turn up saying, "Oh, I'm a socialite." You're like, "What? Have you got an invitation?" "No, I'm a socialite. I should be allowed... Have you got the keys to the city? What do you mean? Have you got the keys to the city? Like Spider-Man has. He's here tonight. But you? Who are you? I don't even know who you are. I'm Pip Middleton. I don't give... You could be Pippa Funnel for all I give a shit. Get out, Philippa. Get out.
I don't get it. I don't get with fame nowadays. There's two lots of celebrities. There's ones that you look up to.
Right.
That I do anyway, like most of my life. And there's ones that you just... They shouldn't be famous and people shouldn't, love them so much because there's nothing to love about them. You shouldn't look up to these people. They shouldn't be your influence in life.
Right.
It's the other ones. They're quite discreet in life. They don't like paparazzi and stuff like that. They like a private life because what they're doing, say acting, they're acting films. That's them, and when they're not, that's their life.
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. Perfect example, yeah. He's someone to look up to. He's being famous the right way.
Yeah.
Not people that's just in your face, always want to be on TV, in the magazines, always showing their face. And they look fucking horrible. They got no talent whatsoever.
No, you're right. And there is a distinct lack of talent, I think, with a lot of these celebrities nowadays. But you can become a celebrity for very little... skill these days. You can be a socialite. You can be someone who interviews celebrities, gets in their face, pesters them. You can be a blogger. You can be someone that takes to YouTube, does podcasts. Some are a little more famous than others. Debatably, that's actually going in a scale, but
but yeah, going on with my point. What I'm trying to make is. These talentless people that's always there, always on. I was watching something, a little video on Facebook. Basically, you got these fans, average Joes, in front of a camera, explaining why they're the biggest fan, why they should get probably tickets, something like that. I wasn't really paying attention to what they were doing.
And what was this for?
There was just one video on Facebook. I think it was the people was after tickets. They got to explain.
What did they know what the tickets were for, or is it just a lucky dip?
Well, it was for Justin Bieber, who comes onto stage, stands right next to him. That's it. Should have. And they're like, "Oh my god," hug him and stuff like that. They're obviously, if they want to be famous, that you should be a little bit discreet about things. What they shouldn't do is have mannerisms that he was giving off. Okay, so he comes on and she's like, "Oh, hugging him, love you." And his mannerisms is, what a fantastic day you're having. What a privilege it is to meet me.
Yeah.
It's like, God, this must be the best day of your life. He was acting like royalty as he was coming up to these people. Do you know what I mean?
I'd do the same.
Would you?
Yeah, definitely.
I'd be a bit more discreet if I was famous for whatever I do, or let that, be as that, and my private life I'll keep private.
What would make me really happy is if I got to the stage of being really famous. I mean, I could talk about it now because I'll never be famous, probably in any stretch of the imagination. But
we got programmes coming up.
I would. What I would do is I would come onto the stage and have fans around me, but I would have a clearing in my eye line of where the fans can't stand. And at the very end of the arena, the hall, the corridor, wherever I am, there is a black suitcase open with full of my paycheck for what I'm getting to do it. And that's what's making me excited. I'm like, oh, brilliant, great. This is brilliant. This is fantastic. It's good that you're all here because I'm not getting paid per person that's there.
Yeah.
The people I meet and greet, all this time I'm looking at a suitcase of cash. I'm licking my lips. I'm like, I can't wait to get that cash. Cannot wait to just walk to the end of the corridor, shut the suitcase.
God, you sound a bit Yorkshire lately.
Take it with. Take suitcase.
Walk to end corridor.
I can't believe it. Right, anyway, it's not Tetley. I'm not doing adverts for Tetley at all. Again, I expect a suitcase full of fivers, I should imagine, for that, not £20 notes. Yeah. Is there anything else you feel like covering here?
I'm just trying to think, I reckon if we ever struck as a little bit famous, and somebody offered you a Tetley gig, 20 grand, you would do it.
For 20 grand?
Yeah.
Damn right.
In your own tutu with a wand.
It's 20 grand though, isn't it? It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Although, one lesson we've learnt here today, I think probably one of the closing points of this, is always make sure they sign the cheque before you do it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, I think that concludes another episode, doesn't it, Michael?
Yeah. I mean, I feel there's quite a lot we can talk about, don't you?
So, how would you like to approach this? A continuation?
Yeah, should we continue this next episode?
Okay.
Cut it short. Just tune in next week for the rest of the conversation, because I've got something I want to... So I'll save that. I'll save that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. In which case, concluding it there, I've been Forbes Longdon throughout the series.
Yeah, I think I've been Michael Langbeard throughout the series, so I have to listen back and make sure it's me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Also have to listen back for any crackling.
Yeah, if you want to do the same, episodes are always available on YouTube, so listen through it, make sure it's me, get back to me, and we'll discuss that. Right, thanks.
Feedback's always appreciated, and you can find us on Twitter. I'm at Forbes Longdon.
I'm at Mike Langbeard. Mike Langbeard.
At Mike Langbeard. You're learning. See, you're learning.
A little bit.
Had a bit of ring rust from a couple of episodes ago. Didn't know his Twitter address, but it is at Mike Langbeard, at Forbes Longdon, and also on Facebook at MIC Entertainment.
MIC Films Entertainment.
Good.
Yeah.
Just tested. You got it.
Yeah, they're searching for the wrong thing. Come back, MIC Films.
Good. Got a reason to come back. Okay. Catch you next time.
See ya.